Hi, Mom. Today we're taking you back to Bryn Celli. Bryn Celli is a prehistoric burial mound on the island of Anglesey.
Yeah, and Mom, you've been there probably 3 or 4 times. So you'll see some footage of your visit, as well as other people you know.
My mom loves whales, and we've taken her there a lot. But she can't go anymore, so now we're bringing whales to her.
So we went back to Bryn Celli last week with the drone to get good shots. And as usual, you'll see maps here. You can pause or maps and signs. And this was in 2014, Mom, when you first visited. And there is a long walk from the car park to the mound itself. It's not that long, but and one of the things that's ever present during that walk are the cows. They're both beef cattle and dairy cows that you'll see. And when we went last week, I actually, like I said, I flew the drone there, and I was comfortable flying the drone because there were no cows in the field right around. I didn't want to spook the cows previous times, and also there were no people there. But in the distance here, what we were zooming into in that last shot was the dairy cows heading back for their afternoon milking. And this isn't the first time.
No, we've seen this before, and it is the longest lines of cows I have ever seen, personally.
It's a lot of cows doing a significant transit, doing their daily commute.
That's right.
Back to the barn.
Think about the cow last in line.
That's right. Poor cows. But anyway, it's very entertaining. However, why don't you tell us about the mound, Sarah? Oh, there's Mom.
This mound is prehistoric, meaning it is, as you can see there, if you want to read the sign, they say around 3000 BC, so 4,000 to 5,000 years old. It started out as a henge, like Stonehenge, without the mound, which is the circular, that's the outer perimeter of what you see there as we circle around, and then was later turned into a burial mound, which is basically half of what you see today.
Twice
what you see today. What is left is half of what was once there.
And actually, that first sign you saw is no longer on the site. It's been replaced by a couple other signs. So this may be the only place you can get that sign these days.
We took pictures because we've been there so many times.
Yes. So yeah, the mound used to cover the entire area there. That's the circle inside of the ditch, but it's eroded away over time.
Well, and I think they also excavated it and then involved some rebuilding as well.
Yeah.
Like in the 1920s, they set this up.
Yes. When we go inside, you'll be able to see how the chamber itself has been reinforced with some modern materials. Yeah, you can see from the drone shots, it's a beautiful site, and in other places in the world it might be much more heavily trafficked.
It's interesting too because Bryn Celli means the mound in the dark grove, and right now it is on a plain in a field, right? Yes. So one questions what it might have looked like 5,000 years ago. Yes. Or how long the name has been Bryn Celli as well.
Yeah. I wonder if they cleared it for the farm.
The burial chamber is oriented roughly towards the sunrise on the summer solstice. Actually, even for a couple of weeks around the solstice, the light will shine right through this little doorway onto the back wall at the center of the mound, which at the time was not open to the elements, which it is now, as you'll see when we go in.
Enough beating around the bush, Sarah. I think we've been teasing long enough. It's time to go into the burial chamber. The passageway is actually quite tight. And there's your mom. Yeah, there were candles.
This is a really heavy
And there's my mom. So this must have been
2017.
2017.
And those are giant concrete supports, which you can see there as Dan walks away. And
Well, I figured that just out of politeness, I would leave you to be alone in the chamber by yourself for a little while and just look around. So that pillar that you see on the left there, what was that, Sarah?
that is a 2-meter blue schist pillar. It's a metamorphic rock. It is original to the site. If it has meaning, they don't know what it is. I mean, there's a lot of these rocks are original, but it might have been part of the original henge and then brought inside the burial chamber when they turned it into this mound.
And that window that you see there, the passage out that's let in all the light in, would not have been there. This all would have been completely
In the center of the mountain. So the sun would have been shining actually on that back wall during the solstice.
Yes. During the sunrise.
The sunrise, yeah.
That huge stone on top, the capstone. But because clearly there's been a lot of work done on it more recently, it's hard to know what it looked like, what's original and what's...
Or how it was originally constructed. If they just like put the concrete in.
Or over 3,000 years, how many different times it was changed. But there you can see how tight that passage is as I'm coming in. I'm trying not to bang my camera on the stone wall. And now we'll take you out. So there's one last little feature here that I think Sarah's going to talk about.
Right, that would be the pattern stone.
So Sarah, do you want to talk about the pattern stone?
Yeah. The pattern stone was found buried inside the mound and was then put up at what they think its original location when this all was a henge rather than a tomb.
Yes.
It is covered in serpentine carvings, shapes that wind around both sides of the stone.
And you can't really see them in this photograph, but actually this next shot is pretty good. The light was just right to really highlight the patterns on the stone. And you did say this is a replica, didn't you?
Yes, it is a replica.
Yeah. The real stone is in St. Fagans.
I think so.
In
In a museum.
Cardiff. So, this was a visit to Bryn the Mom. And I don't know how much of it you remember, but hopefully this has been a fun trip back.
Well, when I was 29 years old and clambering over the Rocky Mountains with you in a backpack, I would never have thought I would be doing this at age 75.
Yeah.
So tell me, are we going to climb anything that's more challenging than this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, I guess we don't have to worry.